And we are live. It is the 25th of the 5th, 2025. It's 25 minutes to 2. We are T minus 25 minutes away. Therefore, from a cheeky Monaco qualifying, it is qualifying. Yeah, of course, Cameron. Great start, mate. It is round 8, and it is going to get very techie. We need to go through tyres over the next couple of minutes. We need to go through potential strategies. We need to go through the grid order. We will talk, chat, because this is going to be chaos. Did you see in the first instance the F2 race? Alex Dunn, Victor Martins. I really want to say Victor Martin, but I'm not French and my accent's not perfect. So you just got to go with Martins, right? Victor Martins, I mean, puts one round the outside. Two trailer park girls go round the outside of the one that they call Alex Dunn. And Alex Dunn was like, I'm not having it, chap. What do you mean? To which Victor Martins said, who does Alex Dunn think he is? Max Verstappen? Oh, clearly not, mate, because 9 times out of 10, Max might have made that work, if you know what I mean. Mention no names, 4 seem to be 5-time champion. Go on then, let's talk about Lando. In fact, let's do this first, because this is important. These are the tyres. I'm going to read them out because I can't be bothered to put it on. So, Maximilian Verstappen only has 1 fresh set of hard, 1 fresh set of medium, and 1 fresh set of soft. In fact, he doesn't even have any new. He doesn't have new softs left. Bloody Nora. So what's he gonna do there, chat? He's gonna have to use soft tyres, used, scrubbed ones. Oh, the humanity. The same thing with Sonoda-san, if I recall. Where's Sonoda-san? So Yuki, go on then. Yuki's got a brand new set of hards, a brand new set of mediums, and a brand new set of soft. We need to get this up, don't we? Because it's techie. This is. You guys need to see this. Martin Brundle on the grid, by the way, saying that this is to Christian Horner, that this is a lottery at the best of times, but it could be even more chaotic, couldn't it? Because of a couple different things, not least the 2 mandated pit stops. Go on, let me show you guys this, because this is important. Why on earth would you? Christian Horner playing silly buggers. Brundle asked him the question. Oh wow, he's been serious. Martin Brundle saying that you've got 4 cars on the grid, 3 of them you can leverage to Maximilian Verstappen's benefit. Christian Horner trying to play silly games and said, why on earth would you say that? Go on, let's go through this then, chat, because I think this is quite important. Meantime, between time, take a look at Maximilian Verstappen. Yeah, he's got 1 new sets ready to go, 1 hard and 1 medium yellow walled compound. He's got 0 fresh soft compound tyres ready to go, meaning therefore, because these guys are going to pit stop twice, he's going to end up using a set of scrubbed softs now. Similar with Sonoda-san, look at that. He's got 1 brand new set of hard, 1 brand new set of mediums, and 1 brand new set of soft. It's interesting, but he hasn't got 2. So go on then, the McLarens, look at them at the top of your page here. Piastri has 2 hards, two brand new hards, by the way, 1 brand new set of mediums. So those are the tyres that they're going to use for the race for the most part, right? Go 2 hard, one medium. Maximilian Verstappen doesn't have that privilege. Oh, the humanity. It's gonna get techie. Go on then. Let's flip back. So we need to get ourselves some metrics on the go, don't we? Odell Beckham Jr. Oh my gosh, these bards. These bards are always pushing out their sponsors. Speaking of which, if you want to join the clan, then you know what to do. Bottom left of your screen, cheeky join button. Smash that. Shortly thereafter, smash the like if you could. I don't think Martin Brundle was feeling that too much. not the best. Jackie, who's that? Jackie. Go on then, Umach. The F2 race was so clean. It was clean, weren't it? A bit clean, as you'd expect from the F2 bods. This is going to be lottery. I don't disagree, mate. It's going to be proper chaos. And I'm stressed out. T minus 22 minutes till we get a race start. What are the bets? Go on then. We need to get a cheeky poll out, don't we? I was looking at F2 and I can't help but think that motorsport doesn't repeat history, but it does rhyme sometimes. He is calm, isn't he? It's having a cheeky word with Lando's dad, who looks nothing like Lando, by the way. But I mean, Lando's dad's like, yeah, he looks very calm. I was reading a Mark Hughes article, and he talked to Lando's aspect. He said, Michael McIntyre. Let's go, Michael McIntyre. Don't hate. 260 of you watching. Could go to do me a favour, smash a like. It matters. If you want to join bottom left, that'll get you access to the dialogue, the Discord, as always, of course. Get you priority in the chat each and every single time, as you'll get your name highlighted in colours, and so too you get yourself access to the cheeky emoji, and you'll get access to the weekly newsletter, full with information, the inside line as far as all things F1 are concerned. Matt's equals medium, one hard, that's his plan, but he's got to stop. He's got to top Twitter to then just keep the tyres on, so then maybe keep the hards on and just keep going. Fair play. He can stop and then just keep the hards on, right? He doesn't need to change tyres necessarily. He just needs to do 2 stops. If he wants to keep the tyres on, then cool. But I wonder how that's going to work. How is that even going to work? There's so many grey areas. Even the 30 seconds penalty. If you do, let's say you only do 1 stop and it's a mandated 2. The penalty for that, of course, is that you get a cheeky 30 seconds. But what happens if by staying out, you gain yourself 30 seconds over the course of the race? 30 plus seconds, then it's a no-brainer, eh? By dint of clean air always being king, of course, then just swallow it. I don't know. Max, F2, as we talk about the legend that is EJ, Eddie Jordan, what an absolute legend. You goodies, join the channel, Dan, you're a legend as always. Max, legendary. Umar says that F2 race was absolute masterclass. These F1 drivers always complaining about how the car is too big. They need to learn from their juniors. But the problem is, Umar, the F2 cars, as far as their dimensions, are smaller. That's why you see Kimi Antonelli and bloody Ollie Behrman going back and forth, right, last year. Ollie Behrman overtaking the legend that is Kimi Antonelli. Oh no, Martin Brundle's... Martin Brundle had to refix his. He was fuming then, wasn't he? He had to refit his mic. Bless him. Let's go. Oh dear. I thought Lando was actually adopted. I have no idea, Lee. I have no idea, chap. And I wouldn't like to speculate on matters such as that. Oh, right. We've got our qualifying metrics out for that. We'll get obviously the. We'll get the proper. Tout ça, merci. Naomi Campbell, no chance. Naomi just no shit, mate. She was never gonna talk to you, Martin. Behave yourself. Right, let's get ourselves some proper ball to it. And again, this all the metrics that you're about to see on either side of your screen are brought to you by the legends over at Multiview. Let me give you this for a second. We'll do this. No, Naomi's not interested in you, mate. That's so fake. Naomi walks past and then turns around and is like, no, you might want to speak to Martin Brundle to get yourself some publicity. Big fan of Naomi, me, as feisty and cheeky as she is, but bloody Nora, that wasn't the vet. That's not the best, is it? Bless her. Right, bear with me. Let me sort out some metrics. That was very bait, wasn't it, from Naomi? Get yourself some. That was really bad. I didn't respect that. Very transparent. Right, let's go. Bear with me. We're gonna get this is absolute chaotic grid walk from Brundle here. This is chaos. What kind of grid walk is this, Martin Brundle? A chaos merchant of a grid walk is what this is. Right. Chris Gale, bless him. Bless him. That's how you do it, Chris Gale. Do you know what I mean? That's how you do it. Just talk. Just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean you can't be a normal human being. Or maybe I'm getting it wrong. Who says, oh, bloody the racing bulls are locked in. Agile starting from... I tell you what, Isaac Agile might have a pivotal part to play, being that he's sufficiently high up enough, but he's within the Red Bull Racing family now. So that's why I think it could get a bit chaotic for... I think it might be... I think Hajar could play a part in this. I think Hajar is quick enough and hype enough to make a difference. There is no way that Lando and Oscar are going to be able to pit and not have to deal with Isaac Hajar. So therefore, what do? Slipstream Merchant told me a good thing as far as strategy. Here's what I think the play is from most of them. In the top 5, just go to they can't go anymore, right? Just go. Just go, and then when you can't go, or go to you can't go anymore, the tyres fall off or whatever, or just wait for a cheeky virtual safety car or red flag, and that's when you pit. No more complicated or simple than that, eh? Which I think is interesting. Maybe that's the play. I don't know. Maycon, what are you thinking? So Behrman for the win. Well, Ollie's not bad around here historically, but where's he starting from? Last. 20th. Come on. Ollie Behrman got all the grid penalties yesterday and probably shouldn't have, but I suppose the bottom line is this. Overtake. Oh, for crying out loud. Overtake under red or yellow flag conditions, and what do you think is going to happen to you? Quite dangerous, that, being honest. I think that's just the truth. We are T-minus 14 minutes away. I just heard Jensen Button, by the way, legend of the piece. They asked him why Ferrari is so quick. Don't stalk, you're an absolute legend. Norris looks nervous. Get the canes ready. Oh no, don't say so. Surely not. Charles Leclerc looks very composed, right? Ready to go, locked it. Go on then, to the Lando Norris point. I'd argue that he benefited from a couple of things yesterday. The break in Q2 absolutely would have had him locked in more than he would have been otherwise. That's the first thing. Second thing, that McLaren's not bad around here. Okay, so it's not medium speed, but nevertheless, there are a bit of medium speed turns. We're talking Sandavot. Naomi Campbell there next to, what is that? Brad Pitt? I don't know. Anyway, look, Lando Norris benefited from a couple of things. The fact that the car's sick, the fact that he's renewed, and the fact that people are saying that he was Zen-like Mark Hughes, no less, for the avoidance of doubt. All F1 journalists are created equal, but some are created more equal than others. For Mark Hughes to speak of Lando's countenance and say that he was Zen-like almost, that feels like a juxtaposition, a contradiction in terms almost, that Lando Norris was Zen-like. When have you ever seen that in your life? Never. But again, maybe he's turned over a new leaf and understands that there is a tax to be paid, a cost of doing business if indeed you harbour aspirations of winning races and therefore championships. It's got to be cool and calm, hasn't it? Robust mental fortitude, being able to chalk off the mistakes. You either win or you learn, Lando Norris. There is no losing around here, because that losing aspect is only going to have you lose more races, right? It's a self-perpetuating cycle, an expectation, pressure, doom loop, and Lando doesn't need that at all. He doesn't need that. You don't. We don't. And Ringo here definitely doesn't want that. Do you know what I mean? Greetings from Monaco. Right, let's go, Dream. How very dare you? Jealous is a word, but again, it's not strong enough. Ooh la la, Naomi. You're a big fan of much. Naomi, Schiff or Campbell? Outlaw, you a legend. It feels like the build up to the start is actually electric. 100%. T-minus 12 minutes. It's going to get chaotic around here. Max is 10-1 to win. The problem is, EK, he's going to need... Go on and let's talk about Max Verstappen. He's starting from 4th, yeah. Like, he's going to need things to happen. He's going to need for his old mate Isaac behind him to help him out, to hold somebody up. He's going to need for a time in a safety car to suit him. But the front 5, surely they just go until there's a safety car, or they can't go any longer. None of this joker's to be played. Although if there is a joker card to be played as far as strategy, trust the legend that is Hannah Schmitz to play it. God tier strategic F1 mind. Who better to work their way and navigate the circumstance that is the mandated 2 pit stops at the Monaco Grand Prix in 2025. It's going to get tech here. Telling you, I would bet if I had the money. Abda, don't bet. Don't become a betting belligerent. Do you know what I mean? Max is the winner by default. If anything happens, the others will have to earn it. T minus 11 minutes, 20 seconds left on the docket. It's going to get chaotic. And again, the metrics on the top right, bottom left, and left side of your screen are brought to you by the legends over at Multiview. I tell you what, I just heard Jensen Button's gone down in my estimate. He hit Patrick Vieira on deck. Evra on deck. Listen, last few races, fourth, third, and then of course the latest one from Charles Leclerc was I think that's why Charles was so gutted, right? I think he was. I think now he knows how to win at Monaco. Now he's understood the feeling of winning at Monaco's home Grand Prix. The taste of the Monaco champagne will be different, right, for Charles. So I think that's why. I think that's why he's so gutted. He was devastated, and I don't blame him. It's his home Grand Prix, for Pete's sake, and he's dealt ad infinitum with bloody heartache and pain at the altar of Scuderia Ferrari. Do you know what I mean? Just nonsense. The communication's been poor. The car's been rubbish. The qualifying pace has been nowhere. There have been green shoots, of course. It hasn't just been doom and gloom for the Scuderia Ferrari team. That their red car with their yellow badges and black prancing horse at top. It hasn't only been rubbish, but mostly, do you know what I mean? The green shoots have been so infrequent that they may as well have not happened, eh? China, sprint race. Cam, why don't you like Jensen Button? You mentioned it before. You need to watch the stream yesterday. I told you everything that you need to know, mate. I'll tell it again at some point. Maybe we have a cheeky red flag and I'll go into it again. A good example of Jensen Button. They asked him why Ferrari, just now in the pre-show, they asked him why Ferrari is so quick all of a sudden. He says, I don't know, you'll have to ask them. What? You're a commentator for Sky F1, chap. You get paid 100 gazillion pounds to commentate and add insight. Just sub in Peter Windsor, please. Not that Peter Windsor would do it, but just get him on. What are we doing? Jensen Button says you're asked a specific question, sir, an exam question as to why Ferrari have come alive at the Monaco Grand Prix. What, you mean you're a commentator, a colour commentator, a world champion no less, and you don't know the answers? You're just not even doing your homework, mate. You're out in Monaco for a jolly. Kayari, morning. I just don't get it. I listened to that from Jensen Button. I said, this is going to give you the perfect opportunity to go scorched earth. And I did. You know what, Jensen? You take 2 seats, mate, and I'll explain to you why all of a sudden Ferrari have come alive. The context is like this. That car lacks rigidity as far as its suspension at the rear. Its ground effect era. If you're going to optimize for downforce in a ground effect era, there's one thing that you need to do, right? Run the car as close to the ground as possible. They can't do that. That's why they're slow around these Suzukas and these medium to high speed tracks. Saudi Arabia, they'll never do well because they can't get the car close enough without running the risk of excessive skid plank wear. Mention no names, Chinese Grand Prix, cheeky DSQ disqualification for Sir Lewis Hamilton. However, that flips on its head. What was a disadvantage becomes an advantage around here for a couple of different reasons. Monaco, if you're going to go quick, you need to do a couple. Okay, so it's contoury. But if you have a pliable suspension, then that helps you, right? If you're not, if you're super stiff as Red Bull are, then that's going to hurt you. So first you've got to traverse, overcome and navigate the bloody contours. I don't know, Sandavot, let's say, you know, when they come over the bloody hill, you see them all reaching for flatter land because it's quicker. That's your first thing. The second thing that Ferrari can do, they're really, really good at jumping on the brakes, Really good at jumping on the brakes and stopping the car. The third thing, traversing curbs. You can't go quick around Monaco if your suspension's not pliable enough to facilitate your traversing curbs. I don't know. Picture Portier. Picture the chicane, the swimming pool, Lapicine. They're all curbs. Look, the quickest way for all these turns, the straight line, the geometric racing line, necessitates a car that's capable, pliable enough in its suspension settings to take curbs. Is this not basics? Ferrari were good at doing it last year, and they're good at doing it yet and still this year. Got to be able to take curbs. You have to, and Ferrari can do that. And the third thing, the most critical, some would say, particularly if you're talking Sector 2, latter stages of Sector 2, Sector 3, are that engine, its torque curve goes like this, whereas some of the other cars, they have a flatter torque curve as far as jumping on the accelerator on the combined exit of these turns. The torque curve of Ferrari's always been like this. It's been higher. Hence, the likes of Charles Leclerc, when they get on the accelerator outside of, I don't know, a Pacine or a Rascasse, they're always going to get an injection of pace quicker than some of the other boys. And it's easier, therefore, for them to jump on the accelerator. Jenson Button talking about he doesn't know why Ferrari are quick. Allow me, sir. Do you know what I mean? I'll help you out, Jenson. Clown show. Oh, I don't know. You want to ask them? Is he mad? 90 quid a month from paying for that level of insight. You don't know those three things. He's just not doing it. Lazy journalism, mate. But again, he's not a journo, is it? This is half the problem with Sky Sports and their F1 coverage. They just give, I mean, if you won a champion at some stage, then surely that gives you a cachet sufficient to be able to come onto our screens for £90 a month and talk some SH1T. Absolutely flipping nut. Imagine 2 safety cars though, and you've already pitted lap 1. So this is the problem, mate. Yeah, this is why I think the top. It's a two-tiered strategic thing, isn't it? If you'll say top 5, run long, build a gap, Peloton settings, Tour de France settings, go for it, build a gap to where you can come in and pit and not have to experience any dirty air. If you're low down though, it makes sense to just roll the dice. Some of them will roll the dice. Hajar P5, that boy's cooking them. And you know what, Bartek, far too kind in the first instance. And secondly, I've got to take 2 seats, just like I had to do yesterday when Lando, in the peakiest of times, executed and optimised for his probability, ultimately got it over the line. I didn't think Lando had that in his locker anymore. Not when Oscar is in the ascendancy. Not when Max is a fire-breathing dragon. Not in the most pressurised of circumstances. I just didn't think that. I don't know. I didn't think that Lando was going to be able to do it. Is the honest truth. And same with Isaac. I remember all F1 aficionados last year saying, yeah, he can avoid a hair-raising incident in the tunnel. His reactions are levels. His level of anticipation when he's on it is very, very hard to beat. But ultimately, when it counted in the season finale in F2, it was mistake central and it was failing to launch off the... Okay, so it wasn't his fault, but you know where I'm going. He's got a cheeky mistake in his locker, but he's young, isn't he? I remember Sir Baxty. You don't want to rile on Sir Baxty. Surf Sauce, Lando going to bottle us. I certainly hope not Surf Sauce. That would be too much. That would be too much for even me to contend with. My shoulders are not sufficiently robust. Go on then. Your synopsis for the upcoming race is as follows. The track, it will be 78 laps. It is round 8. It is the Monaco Grand Prix at Monte Carlo. Mandatory 2 pit stops, of course, but not mandatory 3 different compounds. 3.3 kilometers is race distance, 78 laps, 1 minute 09.954 lap record from Lando, 42 meters elevation, 2 mandatory pit stop, 1 minute 12.909 is the lap record from Sir Lewis Hamilton. 3 compounds will be used here. Of course, you've got the soft S of soft compound tyre in your C6, the C5 and the C4. Noteworthy of note, however, is that the softer C6 are softer than they were last year. I'm going to get techie chat. And again, you got to pay attention. It feels hotter, doesn't it? It looks warmer than it was this time yesterday around here. Let's have a look at the bloody... I need to check out the temp. Go on then. To be full and comprehensive in my context and my background giving, 43.7 degrees Celsius is the track temp. The wind is coming in 5.0 kilometers from the northwest, and so too worthy of note the ambient temperature air 21.9 degrees Celsius, 51% humidity. That all matters, right? If the battle for the Monaco Grand Prix this Sunday afternoon is going to be won and lost at the altar of tyre degradation or minimising for it. No, but a good shout, Bartek, in Isaac Hajar. I have to put some respect on his name. I didn't think he had that in his locker. Not dissimilar to Lando, to be fair. Not to say that Isaac Hajar is not quick. Of course he is. But he just had, for my money at least, he just had a few two errors of the unforced variety in his locker for me. That's the truth. And he's made me, in the initial, Australia even, I felt vindicated. Hot, Jomo. Hot. It's going to be warm. In the first instance, the opening stanza of the 2025 season, it felt like Isaac Hajar was going to make good on the promise of mistakes of the unforced variety, weren't he? And then all of a sudden, he's a bloody genius. And he could be pivotal, right? Matt's could finish 4th, damage limit 100%, 11th. I don't hate that. Big up the whole crew. Jomo, you're a legend. And let me, listen, I make no apologies for labouring the point. My name is the one above the door, but this community that we're building together, that you're building, lives and breathes by dint of your industry, the collaboration, fact-checking me, holding my very noddy F1 feet to the fire each and every single turn. Cam Max is on hards. Go on then, let's have a gander. Oh, the humanity. This is chaos, chat. Let's have a gander, eh? Nervous, any? Nervous. Sedan, Easy G, David, Surfsort. Nervous, any? Oh, the humanity. Let me give Slipstream Merchant a bit of credit for the strategic insight earlier. It makes sense, right? There we go. Martin Brundle talking the gospel. What will hurt those on hard, who are starting on hard tyres, if indeed they are blessed or cursed with a cheeky safety car early? And oh yeah, oh look at that. That's why they've done it. That's why they've done it, Martin. I think Max, go on then. Here's what Max will do. Gamblers are us, is what Red Bull are. They'll do it. Go on, eh? So this is why they've put. Go on, everybody else is on mediums, eh? Look at that. Oh no, there's going to be drama. They'll have watched FT. What's going on, right? They'll have watched FT and they'll be like, all right, then you know what? If past this prologue, motorsport history doesn't repeat, but sometimes it does rhyme. So therefore, let's jump on the mediums, and when everybody else comes into pit, we'll stay out. Although, remember, you got to do a mandatory 2 pit stops. So I don't know if that works. Far from it to be me to question Hannah Schmidt and her infinite wisdom. 549 of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour, smash the like as your boy Cameron muddles about, crashing the formation up. I hope not. And we'll sync on the lights, yeah. I'll read it if you guys want to sync, but normally you guys will be ahead of me anyway. You see, you know me, Cam, but I'm calling Max to take a win. Bloody Nora. It'll have to go. So there'll have to be an incident for Max to get it done here. But again, one should never back against Maximilian Verstappen, right? Those are the rules of the channel. Unless you want to, unless you've got money that you want to burn. Flash eats. Hope you. Javier says, let's go. Daniel, Max going like. He's still got a pit. It's weird. Maybe they're forecasting more than a couple pit stop, more than a couple safety car, right? Oh yeah, no, that's a good shout. Matt did it on purpose. The Lewis lot swore, but Ferrari's just clueless, messing up even more when it comes to sabotage. They're pure fun. I don't disagree with you too much. It's gonna get out. Yeah, this is Red Bull's in it. Red Bull have got so many pawns on the chess table that it's yes. Sync on the lights. Let's go, Seaport. I'm seeing Lando Norris traverse Rascas. There's Charles Leclerc coming out the exit. Now Oscar Piastri coming out the exit of Rascas. We'll sync on the lights. I'll go. It's going to get techie. Cheeky picture of Oscar Piastri in car. Who have you got, chat? That was the poll that I meant to get out, but didn't do it, did I? Nervous. This is. Oh no. You see that stat, Crofty, on deck. The last 4 races at Monaco have been led by the pole sitter from start to finish in the dry. Oh, it's going to get techie. 467 of it. Go on then. Cheeky air cover shot. Go on then. We've got all of them. We've got all of them lined up, and I will count us down on the lights. I'll do a cheeky 5 light, 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, and then go. Techier than techie things, Michael. I'm nervous, and I'm also concerned, Macon. Mood said Daniel took some time off from beat. Bloody Nora Mood. I just got you guys with the rogue comments, man. Kyori, sorry I missed you. I hope you're good, Kyori. I was in full flow when you came in, but soon forward. 1 red light, 2 red lights, 3, 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and we are go. It's Lando. No, Charles got on the way better than Lando. Look at this. Oh! Oh, Lando locks up. Charles got the start, but it weren't good enough. Oh, the humanity. That was close. Could see Charles going for it, and then all of a sudden, Charles is onto it. Look at this. Lando Norris has already flat spotted his tyres, but he's got to settle down here, Lando. Did his very best, didn't he, Lando, there to seize defeat from the jaws of victory. But the running just wasn't good. Another 20 metres on the running, and Charles Leclerc would have nabbed Lando Norris, a.k.a. Dustin from Stranger Things lunch. He would have had it. Close. Red flag already. Oh, my gosh. Carousel. Oh, no. A pass. Let me see. I'm behind. There we go. Oh, flipping Nora. Kimi Antonelli nails Gabriel Bortoletto. We're going to have ourselves a flag here. So what are they doing? Yellow flag, potentially red flag. Bortoletto's gone. So over to you, strategic teams. Do you know what I mean? Let's see what you're going to do. Green. No, I think that's safety car. Green flag for now. Oh, wow. He's reversed it out. Okay, nothing doing. Gabriel Bortoletto's still mobile. Oof. Go on, let's see. Is anybody coming in the pits? This is the interesting. I'm not seeing anybody come in the pits just yet. I presumed somebody would just come in the pit straight away. Maybe Bartoletto. There's no one. Oh, here we go. Sonoda-san comes in, virtual safety car. Oh, the humanity. Sonoda-san's has come into play there massively, eh? Wow. Those who were going to pit anyway. Look at this, chat. So you've got loads who have just come in the pits. So you've got Sonoda-san, you've got Gasly, you've got Behrman, all of whom are just coming to the pits. Bortoletto too. You may as well. Long pit stop for Ollie Behrman though. What's going on here? Oh, flipping Nora Haas. Absolute SH1-2 show for Ollie Behrman. Yuki Tsunoda. Oof. Okay, that's decent from Yuki. All eyes on Yuki then. On a brand new set of hards. Oof. Bartoletto triggers the first instance for the Monaco Grand Prix round 8, 2025. Yuki P1. Here we go. There's a lot of racing still to be done, eh? Kimi push me out, says Bartoletto. Go on, we're going to need to dissect that. Yuki, Gasly and Behrman all have the whip hand. Oh my God, Haas, what jokers, Kyo. It's not good enough, eh? Wait, as if Ollie Behrman hasn't had enough bad luck. Cheeky red flag as he's going into Raskas Sector 3. Doesn't get it slowed down sufficiently to where he ends up overtaking under red flag. And that's banned, deemed dangerous. And for that, he gets himself a cheeky 10-place grid penalty. Virtual safety car. No one else is coming in, eh, though? You've seen that, chat? No one else is. Everybody else has gone round and not pitted. Interesting. Oof, says Seapour. Behrman crowd the front left. That's ridiculous. The wrong way round, Max. That is an absolute joke. What the fudge was that, Gabby? I mean, he didn't watch last year's race, did he? Because he would have seen that Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly tried something very similar in that exact same part of the track. We are two laps in the back. Go on then, we'll do runners and riders in a short second because this is important. Mediums for Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Piastri, all on mediums. So too Hajar, Ocon, Lawson, Albon, so too Hulkenberg, Behrman, Gasly even, also on mediums. Rookie's going to shine. Lewis had a 3-place grid penalty. He did indeed. So Lewis got a cheeky 3-place grid penalty because he was deemed to have impeded one Maximilian Verstappen, notwithstanding the fact that Maximilian Verstappen said, clear blue, that wasn't Lewis Hamilton's fault. He heard the radio. You've got to level that punishment. If you are going to level a punishment at Scuderia Ferrari for being so SH1T over the radio. Can I tell you guys, by the way, another pet peeve that I keep hearing as I do my F1 due diligence? Slow speed turns. What's that about? Who are these F1 mouth breathers that keep saying slow speed? What? Either it's a slow turn or it's a low speed turn. Slow as an adjective doesn't work with speed. Low, medium, or high. What do we do? I don't know. Get some of those. Anyway, just a pet peeve from your boy Cameron. Eh? Just having a look at the start. Eh? Charles Leclerc was close. Oh my God. Look at that. Charles Leclerc was close there, but he backed off nice and easily. I think Charles, if that was Max up there, do you think Max would have seeded that? Telling you, Charles Leclerc, were that Max and not Charles Leclerc, you bet your bottom dollar that he would have had a sniff, especially with the lockup as well. But I suppose Lando Norris did the lockup. He incurred that tax because he needed to maintain it right. He didn't want to do like Oscar and brake too early and then allow Charles Leclerc a wiggle around his outside. Bloody no, look at that. Maximilian Verstappen was having a sniff around the outside of Oscar, eh? Oscar also brakes nice and late this time round. Hamilton was put P4 but handed a penalty for impeding Max, so he started further, but agreed. Jomo, hit the like, you guys are legends. What is even slow? I tell you what, C-Paul, I've heard that a gazillion times over the last 24, 48 hours, and it does my nut. Virtual safety car is ending. Gonna go take it. Here we go. Lando's gone. Lando puts the hammer down through swimming pool, aka La Piscine. Shaw was much faster, wasn't he? Much quicker. No flat spots. Kimmy's move. Cold. You think so? I mean, you got to take it right wherever you can get it. It's Monaco for Pete's sake. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. That's the honest truth. Let me do one of these. God's sake. There we go. Crofty making the points, right? 20 seconds is the delta. More than 20 seconds is that 20 seconds on average, a decent pit stop, or plus 19 seconds. They say. I want to say 20 seconds is the average time that you'll lose on track when you come into pit. So now it's going to get techie. Eh? The delta between Isaac Hajar. No, sorry, the delta. Look at that. Sorry. Right, there we go. That's the thing that we need. I apologise. I'm showing you the wrong thing because your boy Cameron is an absolute noob. What a clown. Fastest lap from Lando Norris. So settle down, chat. This is going to be, we're in it for the long haul here. 78 laps times 1 minute 20 seconds. It's going to be long. It's going to be long. All right, let's have a look up and down the grid. So Lando Norris 118, purple, being released by the virtual safety car. The delta between him and Tsunoda-san, 23 seconds, meaning that critically, Lando Norris could pit and come out ahead of Tsunoda-san. Illegal use of an adverb penalty. Oscar Comner, let's go. He's getting dropped, isn't he? Or Charles is getting dropped. Hasn't got a pet. These papaya cars in race trim, different. So there we go. Yeah, Corinne makes the point. If Piastri pits, there we go. Oh, wow, look at that. Wow, so Norris is just chilling out, right? Yeah, that's a good shout. Well done. Bravo. Martin Brundle was stating the obvious. Purple lap from Ollie Behrman last time round. A 15.576. It's 4 seconds quicker now. Like 3.5 seconds quicker than Lando Norris last tour. So Lando's just managing. So too, Charles Leclerc just managing. This is the problem with this track, isn't it? The Ferrari boys will be bullies today. They've got the pace. I don't know if they got... Well, you know what? They'll have the race trim. So why then is Charles Leclerc backing off here? I just don't understand. This is strategic games beyond my pay grade. Far beyond my pay grade. It's best to pit before the slow spit. Oh, don't do it, Yanni. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, God. It's too much for me. Yeah, Lando just backing up and chilling out. Look at that. This is intriguing, chat. I don't know how to read it. It's procession settings, isn't it? That's what it is. It's procession. OJ loses nothing by dropping back. He has a double stack on safety goes. A good shout, really long. They're all just playing these procession games. I'll tell you what, if this mandatory 2-stop doesn't work, if it doesn't solve for anything, Houston, Monaco, FIA, F1, FOM, Liberty Media, we have ourselves a problem. I'm telling you. Nobody wants this. 764 of you watching Gunconi, do me a favour and smash the like. We are on lap 8 of 78. Settle down, chat. It's gonna be a bumpy ride, methinks. Boo-hoo. You should have thought about that in qualifying. Go on and let's have a look. I want to keep scanning my eyes up and down this time. Okay, double yellow flag. Let me cast my up and down this bloody Nora Steak F1 having a cheeky nibble. Oh, fudge. Pierre Gasly, oh no. Go on then, let's have a yellow flag. Is he going to make it back? He looks like he's on a part of the track who's going to make it back. Oh my gosh. Of course you got no brakes, says Pierre Gasly. Of course you got no brakes. Yeah, he should. Oh my gosh, he should be parking that up. But he doesn't want to do the walk of shame, does he? Bloody no, that's a bit dangerous now. And now he's scattering the debris per Crofty all up and down the pit lane. Gasly saying he's got no brakes. The brother says, of course you got no brakes. What are you talking about? Yellow flag conditions. We have 8 laps in the docket, in the books. And then, oh my gosh, that's chaos. Look at that. Max Verstappen trying to get Oscar sleeping. It was a yellow flag. Gasly couldn't stop at all. Oh, that's why he didn't stop. That was very dangerous. But now you've got debris all up and down. 14 seconds at the time. Safety car, pit stop, or virtual safety car as versus 20 seconds worth. Yeah, he couldn't stop. He would have stopped Pierre Gasly. He would have stopped. Bloody Nora. You see there, Max. Max nearly catches Oscar Piastri sleeping Monaco. Don't do that, Oscar. Incident. So it's Gasly on Tsunoda-san. What happened here? Oh no, Tsunoda-san. Tsunoda-san damaged, had to be. Going through the chicane. Bloody Nora. He nearly collects Colopinto. Look at that. Oof. Look at Tsunoda-san avoiding the debris as well. Don't hate that. Is he an idiot? What is he doing? Says Tsunoda-san. I don't hate that. Is he an idiot? I don't hate that. 10 laps in the books. Wow. Brundle saying he should have gone down the escaper. He didn't want to walk back, did he? Is the issue. So look at that. So yeah, they've got a clear. Good shout, Crofty. Nobody can pit because it's debris all over the shop. Why is it red flag? So much no, because nobody needs to go. I don't think there's enough debris on track. There's debris at the first portion of the chicane, out of the tunnel, pre to back. But I think they're all right. They just need it clear. Bloody no, Verstappen. Here we go. Verstappen's Verstappen's not loving this because Piastri's is bait. Max Verstappen. Verstappen not happy. Verstappen saying he's got a right to be there, mate. Mind my front wing. Oh, Max Verstappen on Piastri. Shades of Mansell and Senna in 92, eh? Oh, I don't hate this. We have ourselves some racing. It's going to get techie. If Oscar Piastri blinks, Maximilian Verstappen will have he won't hesitate to put a wheel up his inside. Bloody no. Look at the delta then, chat. Wow. Oscar's already built a gap of 3.2 seconds between him and Charles. 1 seconds is the delta between the top two, the protagonists. Okay, fair. So Max Verstappen went before they got to the green flag. He was trying to set it up, wasn't he? Max sniffs blood. Of course, he's a shark. He's going to bite each and every single time. Jean Lazy wants this win 100%. He saw the preamble before the race kicked off. You saw Karan Chanduk nearly yeet Charles Leclerc off his bike, but they were talking about the circumstance. I mean, this is Charles Leclerc's ends, right? Modern day Jean Lazy. So it's always going to be a bit emotive. Race control notes Pierre Gasly for causing a collision and the rest. Do you know what I mean? Is it like Pierre Gasly 100% record? No chance, mate. I'm still not sure how I feel about Pierre. The cars in front. Do you think he respected all the yellows? Says Alonso. Again, he's shaping up, eh? He's shaping up. Did Hajar do the mea culpa, put his hands up and feather the throttle to show the stewards that he understands that there is clear and present danger by dint of the yellow flags? Potentially not. And if he never, then he's going to get in a bit of trouble here, isn't he? Potentially. Brenda saying potentially full safety car. Anything to switch it up at this point, Martin. Let's be honest. So 684 of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour and smash it. If he doesn't have to wait for Lando to stop, Max cannot undercut. Absolutely. Make and grammar stasis are everywhere. Does my head in as well. If you can't call a spade, it's just lost. Oh, we see abrasion on the front left. Lando Norris is told by Will, his race engineer, but that's no different for you, Lando, than it is any other car currently on track. Williams split strategy. Go on, let's go. Oh yeah, there we go. Colapinto's coming. Don't hate it. That's true. Great shout from Crunchanduk. There is a nice gap. Good shout. There is a nice sexy gap between Esteban Ocon in 8th and Liam Lawson in 9th. 15 seconds worth of clean air. But listen, Lando at the current speed, he'll close that up quickly. Basically, these top 5 don't want to pit. They don't want to pit. Isaac told to pit. Where's he going to filter out? 20 seconds, 29 ahead of Liam Lawson potentially if they sort out the pit stop. 20. Yeah, just ahead of Liam. Oh, that's why. Okay, so they're looking to bring him out in the clean air, right? That Liam Lawson's just. There we go. So they've put quite deliberate from Red Bull. I wouldn't bet against Hannah Schmitz making that call for Isaac Ajar racing bills. So Isaac Ajar quick and on softs. So they're looking to make him build the gap again in front of Lawson. 29 seconds the delta between Lando and Isaac. What's going on there? So they're looking to close that up, right? Can you build 10 seconds, Isaac? Well, you can't really because you've got Ocon in front. I don't think this is working, chap. You need a red flag as well for this team-mandated stop to work properly. I don't think this is going to go down well. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to keep pushing, stay out? We let him go. What's going on? Charles Leclerc, give me some plan C, stay with Norris. So put some pressure on him. Then Charles, do you know what I mean? As Piastri starts to go quicker. But go on, let's have a look at the delta between Behrman. Behrman now lapping at 118. Hulkenberg looking at 116. Okay, so the front lot have picked it up all of a sudden now. Oscar Piastri takes heed his order from Tom Stollard, his race engineer, and does a 115.5 last time round. 100%. Liam Lawson's nailed him. Yeah, smart from Liam. Liam was, Liam. Fair play for Liam. Bottle of champers for Liam Lawson from Christian Horner there because Lawson created the gap. Come on, the new out. I just don't even. We need changing variables here, chat, to make it interesting. Lando deserves this one. He's driven well, and his pole was very good. Let's be honest. Must be the tyre water, says yes. Actual good strategy from Racing Bulls. No, really good. Okay, they'll definitely be making Liam the villain of the day. No, listen, I mean, that's what you got to do, eh? Have no clue what Hannah's got on her mind for Red Bull. A start on hard seems absurd. Hannah, big brain for sure. I mean, there's only so much you can do, right? The confines of the Monaco parameters within which these guys and girls have to operate is always it's a bit suffocating. Fernando in. Don't give me such hope. Wherever is Lance Stroll, the red flag inducing machine. True. Or go TVA. Oh no, he gets held. 2.5, 2.6 from Alonso. Another 3. That's a 3 second from Ocon. What are they doing? 3.1. Bloody Nora. I'm seeking some Stroll Sonoda action. I don't hate that. Anything at this stage. I don't think this is working. So Alonso comes into the pits for a set of hards, brand new. And then mediums for Esteban Ocon. Here we go, Lando. Lewis says, what do you need from me? So the Ferrari bods are trundling around this track with no information. 24 seconds between Hajar. There we go. I don't know what Kunchanduk's talking about. Oh, fair. So Mercedes, again, George Russell will play a joker, right? He doesn't hesitate. Bloody Nora. Is that George on Sainz? Sainz is never going to let you go through there, George. Alonso being told, push now. That was quite emotive from Fernando Alonso's race engineer. Fernando, push now. Push now. I'm guessing Max trying to go overcut by staying out longer potentially. Oh yeah, that's the only option. But they're going to go long, aren't they? Because these yellow labelled medium compound tyres of McLaren are brand new and fresh. So they'll go long. They'll go like, oh yeah, but then is he going to, how much? It's going to get techie. It's going to get techie. Again, I would elucidate. I would allude. Here we go. Sir Lewis on his way in. Where's he going to drop out? Lewis, 20 seconds down the road. 35. Oh, they're okay. So they were telling Alonso to push now. so that he can gap Lewis. Pull off a cheeky overcut. 2 seconds again. 2.2 from Ferrari. I reckon, even though they haven't showed us. That was quick as far as pit stops go from Scuderia Ferrari. Alonso versus Hamilton here for track position. Go on. Oh wow, he's got an ahead of Hajar as well. I didn't see that. That was a quick pit stop, eh? That was a chaotic pit stop. I don't know. I think it's quicker than 2.5. I think Macon. I reckon that was like 2.2 or something. 2.1. I haven't seen it. They haven't told us. Why we'll lose pit now? He'll get stuck in traffic. So, I mean, he's got gap, hasn't he? He's got gap between himself and Verstappen. So I don't think it's a bad. It's got a nice little bit of clean air. So Lando about to come into pit. They need to nail this. So there you go. Lando told to come in because he's got air. If he can come out ahead of Lewis Hamilton, then he's got all that clean air in front of him, right? He'll have about 10 seconds worth between himself and 4 soon to be 5 time. Maximilian Verstappen, Lando in. All eyes on the Lando Norris pit stop. What are you doing, cameras? Okay, Lando Norris is in. All eyes on Lando Norris's pit stop. Let's hope he doesn't get Danny Richt. He's come out already. How did it even show us the pit stop? Sky F1. VAR, mate. It's not good enough. Nonsense. Didn't even see the pit stop here, chat. Lando did box and he came out and we didn't even see anything. Hajar, slowish, 2.6, 2.5. Lando box. Yeah, no, Lando boxed and came out. What's that about? Stupid. Stupid. Box to overtake Leclerc. So Piastri comes in. All eyes on the Oscar Piastri pit stop. Slow. 3.5, 3.6. Oh, 3.8 from Oscar. Is he going to come out? 2023. No, he'll still be all right. Oh, wow. That's the truth. Oh, no. Max is going to be on to. Look at this. Where does he come out? Remember, 20 seconds. 20 seconds, chat, is the average time that you lose from a standard pit stop. Yeah, you're going to have to go for it now, Oscar. You're going to have to be super good. Because currently, the gap between Max and Oscar, wow, 26, 19 seconds. Jeez. Wow. Just shy of 19 seconds. And apparently, you need 19 seconds to pit. They're going to have to go quick, eh? They're going to have to, I think they'll pit Max on this next lap with a view to try and beat him. Look at that. Go on, and all eyes on this. 5.9, 5.6. Max is going for it. Look at this. With a view to try and jump Oscar Piastri. Oof. The delta. That's all that I'm concentrating on here. 19 seconds flat. 19 seconds flat between Max and Oscar. I think they'll roll the dice here, chat, and pit Max at the end of this lap. Massive fail. Benzi. They had all the bloody speed. They had all of the aces here, and it feels like they might have screwed it up. 5.3 seconds. Oh my gosh, it's 19 seconds. Just shy of 19 seconds, Delta. Max Verstappen has stayed out. Oh, the humanity. Why would they stay him out? I don't know about that, chat. I don't know about that. Maybe they're trying to run their race and oh, they're looking for another cheeky safety, aren't they? That's what it is. Huh. Safety car, agreed. Brundle just makes my point. The only chance that Leclerc and Verstappen have of beating Lando Norris and Piastri is a cheeky safety car, although Leclerc is told to pit. But Red Bull, huge effort by McLaren. It's techie, this is. What is Hannah doing? Bloody pit. I know. I don't think they had time. I think if they had greater than 19 seconds, I think they would have pitted him and overcome Oscar. But now, yeah. They may as well roll the dice. I don't know what they're going to do. The problem is, right, look at this. So it's a shot to nothing. If you're Hannes Schmitz and you're looking at this, it's a shot to nothing, right? The time that Max will lose from being in the pits is 20 seconds. Yeah, that was a sexy stop. 2.0. Bloody Nora. They're metronomicas for. If there's one thing that they're doing well, it's pits. So go on then. Max Verstappen will take 20 seconds to pit. They've got 5 seconds at the very least as far as delta to Lewis Hamilton. They're all right for another. I mean, what are they lapping at? Lewis is lapping at 1:15.7, so they've got a few laps. Do you know what I mean? They can hang it out from another 10-20 laps at this rate, so long as those hard compound tyres don't fall off. This is intriguing, chat. This is intriguing. I know it's a decent pit stop, mood. Don't hate it. Max wants Piastri to win. They're all in cahoots. Hajar on the podium potentially because he's done both his. So all eyes on Isaac to see how far he can get up here. Does he want a safety car? No, he doesn't want a safety car because then those in front of him have still got pit stops to do. Will get discounted pits. He wants no more safety cars, and then Hajar's going to play his way into the crease here because he's done both of his pit stops. Wow. To be fair, backtrackers are running into congestion, big traffic. So yellow incoming, maybe potentially Red Bull crash gating. Oh my gosh, mood. Can you even imagine? Another Flavio Briatore, Singapore 2008 first Grand Prix, I want to say. Renault, Fernando Alonso and Nelson Piquet. Can thou imagine Max Blue? It says Wulong. All that clean air for Max. I don't think Max. I think it's still circumstance related. All eyes on the rookies: Colapinto, Behrman, Stroll, Fernando Alonso's teammate. So now what? Oh, that you better to go and look at the delta. So it's the delta between Verstappen and Hamilton that we've got to pay attention to. That's the risk. They've got this is what Red Bull do very well, and I've got to give them credit for it. As much as people love or loathe them, Marmite settings, they play with a very tight stop loss. Do you know what I mean? In trading, when you put a stop loss in place, that's the point, the price at which you're stopped out of your order. Here, why not leave Max out? You're going to pit him. All you're going to do is like turn the screw on Oscar Piastri, and there's no overtaking to be done on track, right? So why don't you leave him out? Like, yeah, what are you going to lose? Lewis Hamilton's not even close enough. Just leave him out. There's a shot to nothing. Just leave him out, right? So they play. When they have their backs up against the wall, they play very. Look at that. Look at that, guys. 19.9 seconds is the delta between Oscar and Verstappen. What is going on? 15.1 last time round. 15.5 from Oscar Piastri. Wow. That is incredible. So Hajar. Hang on. Hajar, 50 seconds. Okay, so minus. Oh, right. So Lando's already pitted, to be fair. Bloody Nora, this is complicated, chat. What is going on here? I can't even unpick it. Hajar has the whip hand, of course, because he's done 2 pit stops. But even normalised for the 2 pit stops, he's still 30. He's still 25 seconds behind Lando. If you assume Lando's got another non-safety car pit stop, the gap, the pertinent ones, the gap in the first instance as far as Red Bull's stop loss between Verstappen and Hamilton, if they're playing defensive games, 25 seconds. 20 seconds is a pit stop. The gap, if we're getting aggressive, between Verstappen and Piastri is 19.7. So they're 0.3 adrift, but you can guarantee, I mean, Monza 2021, you can guarantee that Verstappen's going to get his elbows out as he comes out from the pit stop. Do you know what I mean? 0.36. There we go. 0.3 seconds the difference, 0.3 is the delta that Max needs if he's going to jump Oscar Piastri in the pits. Techy, then tech-y things. I'm telling you. Max has 2 back markers in front. Oh no, Abdul said he'll jump in. Oof. 15-1 from Max last time. 15-1 from Max last time round. Piastri does a 14-9. There we go. Now Oscar realises the stakes. Now Oscar's going for it. But he's got the... He has... Is he in the dirty... He's not quite in the dirty air shell, but nearly. Do you know what I mean? 14.9 last time round. Science playing mind games. Go on then, your runners and riders. With 52 laps left, it's bubbled. It ain't popped just yet though. Max Verstappen has the race lead. Last tour on a 116.2. Those back markers are going to hurt him. But then ultimately, he may as well just stay outright. 18.4 seconds, the delta between Piastri in fourth and Max Verstappen. Brundle not loving it. Says that these regulations ain't worked. We glazing again. Behave yourself, Pope Samigo. Laughing my ass off of Martin. He's not loving it, is he? Verstappen likely to pass Oscar thanks to bad pit stops. Congratulations, McLaren. No, not at the moment, Benzi. That's not true. Look at the delta, 17.5. So Oscar Piastri said, you know what, I'm not having this. And he's just started to push. He has... Yeah, he's just gone for it. Look at that. The delta between Max and Piastri. The delta that we're looking at, chat, I think they might need to play defence shortly because Lewis Hamilton is closing in. How much are they all in on this strategy, chat? That's the question that Red Bull need to ask. Because if they want to play defence, then now the concern for Red Bull and Max, cheeky pit stop, Colapinto 2.7 seconds, Bartoletto 2, quicker or same, 2.7. I want to see how far Hajar, bloody Nora. Kinyemi says scrap Monaco. 16.8 seconds in the delta. Look, Lewis Hamilton now 21.7 seconds. How all in are you, Red Bull, on this? Because if you're not all in, then you'll need to pit Max imminently. Probably got another second or so. Look at that. Green from Lewis Hamilton. 16.3. He's got too many back markers. So maybe, but he's too far down the... There we go. They're playing defence, chat. Hannah said, you know what, we're not going to get Oscar, but what we can't do is lose. There we go. Pit for Max because they don't want to lose to Lewis. 1.4 seconds in the delta that they have in hand, the margin. Wiggle room. They need to be quick here, though. They can't be slow. 2.4-ish, I reckon. 2.3. There we go. So he'll come out just ahead of Lewis Hamilton. They had to play defence. Well, it's not Charles, is it? It's bloody... he's got to play defence on Lewis because Lewis was within a second. That was the problem. It was Lewis. There we go. Look at Lewis just down the road. 1 second adrift. Oh, the humanity. I think it's 90. It's less than that, isn't it? It's not 20 seconds. It's 19. So Maximilian Verstappen comes out 3 seconds or 2.5 down the road. Max on mediums, indeed he is. It's a bit dry, this, isn't it? I'm not loving this. Go on then, let's get a cheeky poll out. Go on then, chat. You let me know. What do we do with Monaco? This is the conversation. I know what they will do, but what should they do? It was a decent pit stop under pressure from Red Bull. A fire-breathing dragon in Sir Lewis Hamilton. Breathing down his neck. Lewis did well, pitting early, 100%. Worked out nicely. So your top 5, your runners and riders, 49 laps left on the docket. Lando Norris has the whip hand, ladies and gentlemen of the F1 jury, last time round on a 15.7. Why are there no blue flags? Lando Norris having to get round back markers, and there are loads of back markers. Look at this. In second, you have 1:14.205 last tour. Charles Leclerc, aka modern day Journalese, Piastri, Verstappen, Hamilton, Alonso, Hajar, Lawson, Albon. Ocon complete your top 10. By the way, Isaac Hajar is the only man on the grid currently to have nailed himself 2 pit stops. Carlos Sainz, look at that. Carlos Sainz backing everybody up. Oh no. Carlos Sainz backing Careful, Ollie. Go on, and Carlos Sainz is going super slow, isn't he? Slower than slow things. With a view to build a gap, to enable Alex Albon to build a gap so that he can come out in front of all of Russell, Antonelli, etc. Yeah, it's a bit dodgy, this. It's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Modern day Jean. Any IndyCar later on or something? Shall we just reconvene then? Not happening, Surf. What's Surf Source saying? Yuki needs to ask himself right now, what's more important, this race or contract extension? What's he going to do though? Why is he just going to ease off and just... Oh, as in... No, he's got to be... He'll get black flagged if he's not careful. And I just don't do this. Here's the problem with Monaco. Ultimately, they can do all this like two stopping and whatever, but since you can't overtake around here, it's like, well, got to get your overtaking done in the pits on strategy, right? Because otherwise, it's just cooked. Can they widen the track? No, Caroline, and this is the problem, right? There's nowhere to go. It's like San Marino, Imola. There's nowhere that you can take. The width of the track is governed by the principality and geography, right? Here we go. And then Norris. Leclerc must pit before Norris. But I mean, he's got no chance, has he? Because he's got to... I think everybody's waiting around for a cheeky safety car now, because what's the point in Lando pitting or in Charles pitting? Oh, Charles Leclerc says this is a joke. Blue flags. Tell you what's a joke, Charles. The Monaco Grand Prix is a bit of a joke. Monaco looks really cool for the race, but it is not a race, says ChatGPT. I don't disagree, mate. It's just bad. It's just bad. It's bad, isn't it? Need overtaking sometimes, I think. Tanya says, stick, say, 40 litres of fuel or whatever in them. Then you have to pit, take on boards 30 litres, anytime half race, distance, ball fest. So I don't hate it. You need more variable. I think the two stop it goes some way to solving something, but not all the way. It's just a bit, I don't know. 686, if you're watching currently, do me a favour. I don't know, 59% of you say scrap Monaco. They won't do it, will they, sadly? Lando got this in the bag. What if they let Brad race at Monaco? Nobody will be able to overtake him is the problem. On the most recent evidence of this race, it's like, make the cars smaller. That would help Mercedes cut. Well, what Mercedes are trying to do, they just want to do safety car pit stops only. Yeah, Liam Lawson's cooked. He has done a job for his team. Absolutely. Sacrificial lamb settings for Liam Lawson. Why isn't Brad Pitt there today? My shifts feel like Monaco Grand Prix 1972. This is bad, isn't it, chat? Max saying his shifts feel like Monaco. Oh, Max is very cheeky. We're going to have some conversations. What the fudge is that traffic of these guys? They've pitted twice. The track hasn't changed. The cars have become gigantic. However, Alonso's having a great race. Clear track, P6. Go on, let's have a look at Alonso. Yeah, he's loving it. Brundle says I wasn't in the 72 Monaco Grand Prix. Who won the championship in 72? Is it Keke Rosberg? Or was he 82? Can't remember. No, this is Jackie Stewart. 69. 71. Anyway, whatever. You know, it's not great when I start to try and check my championship winner maths. Who won that? Somebody let me know who won the championship in 72. Albon out. Good stop. Who won the championship in 72? Don't hate that from Liam. He's on the softs now, though, isn't he? So he's gonna have to try and keep those. Max, if he's comment, he's gonna have to try and keep those fresh. It hasn't worked. Nothing's worked here. Yeah, Carlos Sainz are gonna love that. Carlos Sainz is nobody's wingman. Surely he's gonna be fuming, especially not Alex Albon's. What's that about? No chance. There we go. Emerson sounds about right. Emerson might be 72. Prank you, legend. Boring. Boo and hiss. If I had tomatoes, I'd throw it at the screen. I'll be honest with you. This is a bit. This isn't fantastic. We have 44 laps there. I'll tell you what the problem with Monaco is. There's low. It's just long. There's no overtaking. There's 78 laps. It's, oh god. 78 times 65. Bloody Dora. I think Max is doing damage to me. 100% Abda. Because you've got to bear in mind the broader context of the championship at this stage, eh? You must. Just dead out. And get the hate, plenty. 61% of you saying scrap. I'd be keen to hear that. I'm sure when I discuss it with Windsor, I'll be keen to hear the arguments for the Monaco Grand Prix. We need F1 to be boring. Yes, why? Man, this traffic is intolerable. It's just a big, massive DRS train all the way down, eh? 700 of you in the chat can currently do me a favour and smash the like. We have ourselves 40. We're not even halfway, chat. Go on then. You runners and riders with 44 laps left remaining. Zinedine Zidane with prime position. Look at that. I wonder how much those places cost him. Is that his son as well, who used to play for Real Madrid? Norris 1 minute 14.184 last time round. He's gone down the road, hasn't he? This is Lando's to lose. Monaco's one doing qualifying. That's just it. We need to get rid of the drive to survive fans. Do we? Yes. I mean, you need to get and keep the drive to survive fans for the same reason why you keep Monaco on the calendar, right? Cash rules everything around me. Cream. Get the money, dollar bills. Let them watch a Netflix basketball. Jeez. No, I think we need to dive. Okay, look, putting on my accounting cap for a second and thinking of all things finances, I think we need to get and keep the attention dollars of the new demographic. 18 to 35-year-olds weren't watching Formula One before Drive to Survive. Lewis Hamilton unlaps. Or laps even the stake F1. What is going on here? It's going to be a bumpy ride, honey. I'm telling you, even 2 pit stops. No, they tried it. You can make a cup of tea. I'm going to have to get a drink. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. Everybody's going to come. Everybody's a loser here. Drive to Survivors aren't hanging around to what, 78 laps of this? What for? It's nonsense. At this point, we were just watching sponsors go around. The Track Zero substance. Yeah, they tried. We need to protect your neck. War. I'm going to bring it to with no trivia. Not long is how long that this rhyme took me. F1 sold out. Oh no, yes, this is bad. This is bad. Go on then. Runners and riders, let's focus on the action on track for a second as we try and inject some oxygen into this Monaco Grand Prix round 8 2025. Top 10 look like this. Lando, Norris again, all in control, barring accidents and reliability issues. Lando, Norris 5.4 seconds down the road from Leclerc, Piastri, Verstappen, Hamilton, Alonso, Hadjar, Ocon, Lawson, Albon. Your 11 to 20 look like this. Sainz, Russell, Antonelli, Tsunoda-san, Hulkenberg, Stroll, Behrman, Colapinto, Bortoletto, DNF, cheeky DNF from Pierre Gasly. Run out of talent. Chicane, Tsunoda-san, cheeky love kiss. Monaco's legacy, folks. Give it some respect. Enjoying the cam-centric commentary. You're a legend, C4. Kayori's gone sleep. Kayori, no. Wake up now, man. Come on, Kayori. Here we go. Fernando Alonso, part 2. Okay, so we've got something. But he's gotten a... Everybody was praying for a red flag. Look at that. Damn it. Just bring a safety car out and bunch them back up. I've never wanted something like a safety car more than I do now. Maybe they introduce a big fluffy dot. It's bad, isn't it? This ain't good. Alonso gone. Good shout, Ted Kravitz. He mentioned at the start of the race. Do you remember? I don't know if you guys saw it, that Ollie Behrman, that his people left the cooler in the bloody side pod in that. And Ted Kravitz was saying that lots of race engineers up, Ferrari coming out of somebody, potentially Lewis Hamilton, surely. Ferrari engineers going disappointed. The racing gods heard you. It's the luckiest driver in the effing world. Fernando Alonso, of course. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Unluckiest driver for sure. Poor Alonso. Yeah, he's and he, listen, where was he? P6? Bloody Laura. He'd be upset with that. Get Adrian Newey in. You know what I mean? Sign him up if you haven't signed him already. Honda cooked. I don't know. The reliability's been all right thus far. Gap to Leclerc. Lando's told by his race engineer Will Joseph. Very stoic is his race engineer as well, by the way. If we can push, then push now. No, massive love to you, Jomo, moderator extraordinaire, each and every single time. Do me a favour and smash the like. Peter Windsor is loving some Norris actions. Yeah. I mean, Windsor told him to come off of social media. Lo and behold, this week per ESPN, we find out that Lando has sacked off social media. He's listening, and it's yielding for. I mean, I don't hate. Listen, the same story arc with Nico Rosberg way back in the day in 2016. I hated him, but when he started to move like Neo in the Matrix and do things, do you know what I mean? Cover some extra ground over and above settings. When he started to do all that stuff, I was like, okay, you know what? I'd love Lewis Hamilton to beat him again, as he did in every other season prior to 2016. But you got to respect it, right? Cameron makes it fun with his brilliant turn of phrase. Chat gave Caroline, you're a legend. I tell you what, somebody messaged. Oof, is that for Albon? I was talking to somebody and they were like, "Oh, Cameron, what you want to do is I disagree with your use of the humanity words because of the Hindenburg." You just want it to be, but these are the bods that just love Monaco because it's so boring. Like Drive to Survivors were just switching off this en masse. No time for this rubbish. So do you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like pick your poison. Pick your poison. Like how do you like your Formula One? If you want to keep the attention dollars, the very valuable attention dollars of the Drive to Survive generation, then you know what to do. Do you know what I mean? I know this bloody thing won't work. Come on. Did Crofty just say apropos? Do you know what I mean? Did you hear him, chap? That's my word, Crofty. Pay me my rights, my you know, Pope, you're a legend. Getting cold without my blue jacket. That Cam. Thank you for keeping us awake, mate. You're a legend, Pope. Listen, I thank you for indulging me. Get that apology ready, Cam. Easy, Joe. I've already apologised to Lando Norris once. Do you know what I mean? A faux apology. I'm not doing it again. It's not boring, but the cars are just too big. Well, your second stanza, sir, contradicts your first, I would contend. Okay, Lawson Pitts. Go on then. Albon. That's That was daft from Williams, eh? Science did all that for what? For absolutely nothing. That's what. Do you know what I mean? I feel like we'd do some F1 trivia imminently to this. Racing Bulls are nailing it. Yeah, they're going on. To be fair, Racing Bulls are doing all right. If Hajar nails sixth, that is bonkers. Brundle summarises it that they're sixth and eighth respectively. Hajar and Lawson, and they've gotten all their pit stops out of the way. This is such an awful race. At least we have Cameron. Javier, you're a legend and far too kind. Y amable, sir. Thank you so much, Javier Gutierrez. It is a bit drab, isn't it? But we've got to. I'm reaching for the trivia in a minute. This is no racing track, but 78 formation laps. It's a bit dead, isn't it? Oh, the humanity. What are we gonna do? It's poor. Your runners and riders with 30, so just barely. Look at that. Just barely crossed the halfway line, chat. 36 laps still left on the docket. Your runners and riders. Lando. Oof. Lando's been dominant, right? Or pretty much. I mean, Leclerc was there for a smidgen. But again, nothing doing around the outside into turn one, particularly after the chaos that was Alex Dunn and Victor Martins into turn one, eh? So it's Leclerc. It is shortly thereafter Piastri, Verstappen, Hamilton, Hajar, Ocon, Lawson, Albon, Sainz. But there are more pit stops to come, is what's going to be important. The last stop is where the race will be decided, 100. I suspect there might be some more in this. Is that a Williams travelling slow? Now Albon's going to hold up everyone. Wow. Now Albon's going to hold up everyone. What a clown show. Can you spell contrived? What is going on? Oscar Piastri, a cheeky drift. Touches a barrier. This is at the foot of Sandoval. Come on, Oscar. Is that Oscar Piastri making all their mistakes? Or is it bloody Lando Norris 1.0? F1 trivia, let's go. Let's go on in 60 seconds. Go on then. All right. Cheeky F1 cheat. I should have a cheeky bank of questions just ready to go, shouldn't I? Remco. Go on then. We'll do some obvious ones as we're chilling out for a little bit. 2007 champion was drivers champion. Who won in 2007, chat? It's techie, that is. Williams has chimped it. It's clever, isn't it? I don't hate it. Tokyo Drift AJ. What an awful clown show. Says, oh no, I'm sad, chat. It will get better, by the way. Round 9, Spain coming up next, and it will get chaotic. Barcelona last show before Madrid. The Madring. I can't remember what they're calling it. Matt's catching Oscar. Go on then. How long is this dumb's track still on the calendar? Oh, humanity. Oh, Arthur gets straight in there with Kimi. David says Kimi. Wasn't it Lewis? Sans China and a dodgy pit stop. It might well have been Lewis there. And a cheeky issue in Brazil. It was indeed Kimi Räikkönen, of course, in 2007, who snuck in the back door whilst Messrs Alonso and Hamilton were too busy fighting each other. Look at Toto looks in the camera for once. You know, normally they try not to look into the camera. How many cc's of breath? Oh my gosh. Go on then. Go on, you guys tell me the first ever race. Since this last week, I mean, we're christening the 75th anniversary of F1, right? In 1950, the first race, we said last time round, the first race was won by Nino Farina. What was the first race? What track was the first race hold at? What is happening to Maximilian? I don't know. Andre, it's Monaco, mate. That's what's happening. Well, I don't know what you want to happen. I don't know what you expect. Go on, and you guys tell me what track was the very first F1 race held at in 1950. That's an interesting one. If we're going back into proper F1 history. biggest clowns at Mercedes. They roll the dice. I don't hate what Mercedes are doing. Just stay out. Like, I would have done the same, right? Just stay out. Stay out and bloody Remco gets in there with Silverstone. So 2 David Hughes. Silverstone. Was it Silverstone? It's Matt's pushing now. Oscar slower car. 667 of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour, smash the like. 32 laps left on the docket. 59 minutes should we get there. Doubt it though. It was of course Silverstone. So yeah, good shout, Crofty and Teddy K. The Lando, the top 3 at the very least are pushing right. They're going for it because they're scared of all the shenanigans that could happen in the background. So too, remember they've got to come in again and pit again. So it can't be just the bloody down the road after the top 5. It's always going to be a bit techie and techie things, eh? But Indy 500 was the first race. Oh no, it has to be the British. Yeah, Silverstone, Daniel. Agreed. You guys have got it right. Humant says Silverstone. Oh, the humanity. Go on, and let's get niche. 646 of you watching concurrently. How much of a shame is this? I need to get out the old Cersei brush. Shame. This is really, really bad. Don't apply as an F1 strategist. Oh dear. How bad is this? I took a doozy. How very dare you, Sedan? I wish that I could have taken one, but you know what I mean. 766 of you watching concurrently. We have ourselves an absolute gangbuster of a race. It's uncertainty, it's stakes. They're going for it now, scared of the second pit stop, so it's going to get the mandatory second pit stop. But F1's a British sport, true, kind of. I suppose its origins, its etymology is British. Go on then, I'm going to think of another cheeky question. Russell says the bod in front of him is driving dangerously slowly. I mean, Alex Albon is trying to bridge a gap, right? Like, if he's driving drained, this is the problem, right? Anywhere else around the track or on the calendar even, you're driving this slow, you're just going to get past that. But they've got nowhere to go. It's bottleneck central around here. Embarrassing, says Summer. Oh, sorry. It's not a race, it's a parade. No, it's losing a lot of... Here we go. Oscar's pitted. 14. So he's going to come back. All right, so 14 seconds. Oscar's looking to come out just in front of Lewis Hamilton. What's he on about? Behind Agile and that. What's he on about? What's he talking about? Oscar's going to come out ahead of Hamilton. You waste, man, Crofty. What are you talking about? Is he mad? Oh my God, Crofty. Brundo has to. I paid £90 for this, Crofty. For you to get it all mixed up. I'm looking at the numbers in front of me and you're talking about Hajar. Oh my God. What is he? What is he talking? Come on, Crofty. Better than this chap. I mean, even everybody, nobody bats 1,000 is the truth. Ferrari pit stop slow from Charles. Fast. Bloody no, 2.2. That looks slow to my eye. Look, I'm there cursing Crofty for getting it wrong. And then Charles Leclerc goes and makes a mug of me, although that's different, right? Confusing Hajar. No, that's not good enough, is it? What are we doing here? What a clown show, Crofty. You can't even write it, mate. Yeah, it was a decent fit. I thought it was slow though too much initially, but the camera clearly panned to it later than Murray Walker and James Allen would be embarrassed. James, I'm catching up with James Allen, by the way, next week. Mishriff. It's going to get techie than techie things. All of this stuff we're going to talk about. I know you won't want to slander the legend that is Crofty or any other of the existing broadcasting team, but I'm going to try and discreetly. He's got to react to that. If we're sat here and we can see it, then why can't he see it? It's nonsense. This is like, what? That's so bad. It's just tired, is Crofty. I just don't think he cares that much anymore. What's worse is that the irony's not left 2.2 seconds from Lando. Red Bull come out to take. Are they taking Tsunoda's then? Are they going for Matt? So the problem is, yeah. What big lofty Kaori. Man, that easy again, you know. Like, that's so mad. So bad. Can't even sort it out. That's Verstappen going for it again. Safety car settings. Go on. Safety car settings for Max Verstappen, eh? Would it even make a difference? Look, 14 seconds. But a safety car now would have Max come out ahead of Oscar. But he's got to be careful because the stop loss is really tight to Lewis Hamilton. 2.9 seconds is the wiggle room that Maximilian Verstappen has. Oh yeah, George Russell just goes it. George Russell's like, sack this off. I'll just take the 5 second. Smart. I mean, listen, this is tax avoidance, eh? People are going to cut corners quite literally now with a view to gain advantage. And this is why Monaco is chaos. Because these lot are doing all sorts of... It's worth it. It's worth it. Sometimes you got to take the hit, right? $18, $15, $12, $18, $12, $7. No, he won't be a new championship leader. The gap between Lando and Oscar. Oscar's in first, right? George says George says I'll take the penalty, mate. I try. Yeah, he's got to do. Yeah, may as well. Like, what's George going to do? He may as well. There's no other options, eh? And he can gap him easily to the tune of 5 seconds. But look how many people have been lapped, chat. All the way up to Hadjar have been lapped. Bortoletto and Hulkenberg have been lapped twice. What are we doing? This is just an absolute SH1 t-shirt. Cheeky look at Valtteri Bottas on the looking on. I mean, this has been interesting, chat. Yeah, it's been interesting. Oh, dear. The Drive to Survive generation are going to come out of the woodworks in force en masse. What is this? What are we doing? This isn't Formula One. This isn't what we got showed on Netflix. Show me something else. Do something. Overtake something. Bring out a safety car. Anything. This is not good enough. Not good enough. King George Russell. Fair play to him. I don't hate it, Kyrie. You know what I mean? Sometimes you've got to be sometimes you've got to do what's necessary. Oh my gosh, Russell gets a 20-second. Russell gets a 20-second penalty. That's a bit cheeky, isn't it? That's a bit cheeky. I don't know what's going on here. This is chaos, chat. This is all mad. T-minus 20. Kimi Antonelli does the same. Oh no, he's going to be advised to give it back here. He's going to get another 20. Yeah, he was told instantly to give it back. Alex Albon just slowing everybody up so that his man, Carlos Sainz. This is just chaos. I'm sorry, Cam. If driving slow is part of your strategy, then you're no longer a racing driver. Wow. It's techie, isn't it? This is going to be an argument. People are going to row about this massively. 20 seconds is a bit harsh, but it's because he's been quite... Oh, my God. Yeah, Alex Albon. Alex. Come on, Alex. That's not good enough, chap. Even Max is... Look at this. Max is like, what's going on here? Is this like... Yeah, bringing the sport into disrepute just a tad here. But again, it's not going anywhere. Chat 65% you say this is a disgrace. You probably should owe the humanity for real, Michael. Are you making notes? What notes? There's no notes to make. Like, just hasn't worked, has it really? This is the point. What's the point? Alvin is the GOAT today. Science was the GOAT earlier. 721 of you watching Kokoni, do me a favour and smash the like. Oh, the humanity. Got a drive-through penalty. We prefer to delay it as much as possible. George says, to be honest, I prefer not to speak. It's beef. From the driver representative at the GPDA. This is techie, this chat. I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like my F1 loins are being ripped from me. Do you know what I mean? Oh no, Mercedes. Master Cat, can you hear him in the background? Pope Sam go, what a legend. Me and him have been it's gotten techie for me and him today. It's just like, what is he doing? Oh, the humanity. What is the point, chat? This is nonsense. Come on, Stroll, get that red flag, buddy. I know, potentially a red flag would be good. I think his mouth caused that 20. Yeah, he was a bit flippant, wasn't he? He was a bit cheeky. Was King George Russell of Kingsley in Norfolk, but I digress. So yes, snooze fest chat. I can't even lie. I'm really I want a black flag. I mean, I may as well just sack off the race for everything, right? What's going on here now? It's hard to be motivated right now when this is. It's the extent of the snooze fest, to be honest. It is the extent of the snooze fest. Yeah, they want a safety car, don't they? That has been their plan all the while. Let's have a look. What's the gap between? So Lewis is still got Oh wow, a red flag is what they want. That's the play. Good shout, Brundle. The red flag would be the one. So they may as well just chill out. Oh, Hamilton. Oh, there we go. So they may as well. T minus 23 laps. Max Verstappen has nothing to lose from just staying out. Stay out, eh? Especially now that Lewis has come in the pits. He's got a gargantuan gap. The stop loss is very big and wide. So why wouldn't they keep Max Verstappen out? It doesn't make sense. Because he's got no upside. If he pits now, he comes out behind Piastri. So you might as well just leave him out. Hajar's a lap down. Let's see where Lewis comes out and what the delta is coming through sector 1. T minus 22 seconds. Look at that, 43 seconds in the delta. So Maximilian Verstappen has 23 seconds to play with before he loses. He loses a 5th place, meaning therefore he's just motivated, right, to go through right to the end. Can you imagine if Sonoda-san, cheeky crash for Sonoda-san, Singapore 2000 and whatever. Nelson listen, they've got 4, but they've got Hajar, they've got Lawson, and they've got Sonoda-san all on the track. Imagine if one of those was to bring out a red flag. Oh, the humanity. They couldn't do it. Flavio Briatore settings. Max Goldhang. Pope San Miguel, they've forced his hand. This is the smart thing to do. Why would they not? He's got a 15-second margin, the wiggle room, as far as him coming out and still nailing Lewis Hamilton is big. Huh. Look at, yeah, Max Verstappen is backing Lando up into Charles Leclerc. Oh, what is the point? Go on then. DRS for Lando. What's the point? 20 laps left, Sedan. Manifesting a red flag. You're having fun over there, Toby. Yuki head first. I mean, PK gate. Can you imagine? Just waiting on them. Somebody could bring out a red flag any second now. Russell still ahead of Albon after the drive. No, he hasn't done a drive through, I don't think. Of course, he's going to back that. He's going to back them all up. He's going to back them all up, isn't he? Oh no, Yuki Crashgate Benzi. No, please. 20 laps remaining, chat. Max has this. 30 seconds. Okay, check this out, chat. Here's where it gets techie and where it's a bit stupid. I am stupid. Max will get a 30-second penalty for just... I don't think they'll even pit Max. They're just going to let him go through to the end and incur the 30-second penalty. What's the point? Leave him out. The upside is massive because there's a race winning it potentially. They're gaming this system massively. Leave him out. No one's going to overtake him. The upside is that there is a red flag on, I don't know, the last lap or whenever, and then he gets to change tyres. The downside is a cheeky 30-second penalty, in which case he ends up where he would have been if they did a decent pit stop anyway. All the way back in fifth in front of Lewis. What's the point? I may as well just leave him out. I'm sad, chat, that the £90 that I pay for the Sky Sports F1 internationally syndicated broadcast haven't spoken to this. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand why they're not talking about this because, again, they haven't done their bloody research. Max Verstappen's going to stay out and go through to the end. He's not even incentivized to come in. The risk of a dodgy pit stop isn't even worth the risk, right? It's not worth taking. Just leave him out. He takes his 30 seconds. Lewis Hamilton is 51 seconds down the road. Just leave him out. Just leave him out. Max can just do a cheeky... No, he's not obliged. Martin Brundle, you're talking rubbish. Pope Samiga, what are they doing? Are they missing? What's Crofty on about, man? Getting on my nerves, these commentary buds. Look, here's what Max will do. They might pit him. I don't think they will. Why would they pit him? 30 seconds is going to be the penalty that he gets. He's going to stay out right to the end is what he's going to do. He'll back them out. Max can take the checkered flag 100%. Can take the checkered flag. There we go. Brundle's hit on it now. Brundle's just said the 30-second penalty. Thank you. Yeah, the 30-second penalty. He'll just cross the line and take the checkered flag. And he doesn't need to stop. Why would you stop? Just 30 seconds. Take the 30-second penalty and then be done with it. Max and Scholl working a race. It's just an incident of the race. Max can take the checkered flag. Andy, why would they bring him in? What if Max does a Schumacher and pits on the checkered flag? He could do that, Abdu, but I just don't think... Why? Just leave him out. It's gonna the eventuality is the same anyway. Same, right? Back them up, and then. Oh, so Max has backed off of this. Is the slow motion championships at the moment, isn't it? F1, fastest upper echelon motorsport formula in the world. Yeah, of course, mate. That is so bad. Brundle over Crofty, yeah, because Brundle still has his helmet on, right, and he's still viewing this through the eyes of an F1 racing driver. So he does his due diligence. Crofty just rocks up. To be fair, Crofty does his due diligence as well, but he's been weak this race. Science told swap the cars back. We'll swap the cars back. How are you going to swap the cars back? Oh, because George Russell. Yeah, whatever, mate. There's nothing here. There's nothing to see here. Somebody eat it, says SDW. Oh, take the 30-second for sure. That's what I'm saying. Unless Lewis starts to make some progress, some serious progress, which is nice. 52 seconds back from Max. Oh yeah, good shout. Good shout. Power unit issues potentially for Lando Norris. Oh my gosh, everybody's just going. It is the slow motion Olympics. What's going on here, chat? Science ever the strategic. He's a don, isn't he, Corey? Take the 30 seconds, Brundle. So you may as well stay out there. That's what I've been saying for the past 20 minutes, Martin Brundle, crying out loud. Risk to reward. You're only just saying this now with 16 minutes left. These lot are playing chess, or should be playing chess, but they're not. Yeah, let's hear Crofty now. What's Crofty on about? Georgia's got a drive-through. What is Crofty talking about here? I don't even understand. Why is he? Who is he? Why is he talking? What? Just let George through. He's not even in play, chap. What are you talking about? You can back him up. I just saw. God. What is going on? Benzie, I don't understand. What are you doing, Shaw? Drive here every day. Overtake, says Umach. You can't do impossible things. I'd love to get on my modern day journal lazy bag, but that's I don't know. F1 has driven. I don't understand what he's on about. I can see Windsor Glaze and Cam Glaze too. What on Lando? I mean, he's driven well, to be fair, Benzie. It's not been it's the quali lap. Cam instead of Brundle or Crofty. Abdul, I don't think I'd accept it. I'm here. I'm here. Abdul, it's gotta be Cameron CC. That's the only way you're gonna catch Cameron's commentary. Not on Sky Sports F1. I don't think. No, it's just not even gonna happen. Be hypocritical of me. Yeah, I don't know what he's on about. Yes, 23. It's nonsense. So here's what's gonna happen. Maximilian Verstappen with a view. He just wants the red flag, and now Mercedes are playing nice, and they've told George Russell to box, of course. What is he doing, Daniel? Are you watching the kids' broadcast? Crofty, British, Olav Moller. What's going on? Max might not get P1, but he won't let Lando take 25 points. Well, no. The issue is, Lando will take 25 points. Of course he will. Unless something happens. But Red Bull, because of these stupid rules and this daft track in Monaco, Red Bull are positively incentivized, are they not? To just hang it out? Hang it out? Dustin girlfriend is nervous. Dustin is Stranger Things. I know, Cam, that's why we did Abdo. It's nonsense. What are they doing? Oh, dear, what a joke. Norris is slow. Well, if he was slow, Charles Leclerc, he should have made sure you qualified in front of him, eh? That's what you needed to do, chap. Like, what are we doing here? Okay, so Brundle corrects and says that he'll get disqualified. There you go. So I stand corrected. But that's not what I read before the race, Martin Brundle. I read that it'd be a cheeky 30 seconds. He can still, even if it's that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make much of a muchness, right? You can just take the pit stop on the last lap in the hopes that somebody brings out a red flag. What a tax avoidance of a Grand Prix, eh? Nonsensical chat. It's a bit Apparently, Remco. Depends on who you talk to and where you get your information from. That's not what I heard pre-race Brundle. Although he's just gotten additional information. Well, I'd love to do that, but science left. It's a good shout, Max. Come on, Charles Leclerc, do your journalese impression and take him. 810 of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. It means a lot and it matters much. Really, really much as we try and go purple sectors on this channel this year. It's going to get techier than techie things, though. Fudge. Post. Press one if you're still awake. Chaos. Post Samigo. How sad is this? I feel really sad. Really, really sad. Okay, let's have a go. You guys let me know driver of the day because I'm keen and interested. I mean, how many contenders are there? Go away. It's not 3 seconds, Crofty. It's 4 seconds. What is he doing, chat? How am I out here just correcting him at every juncture? You need 4 seconds in hand if you're going to get an overtaking manoeuvre done at Monaco, not 3 seconds. What's he on about? There is no driver of the day. Go on, you guys let me know. Yuki can still do driver of the day. 800 of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. Reminiscent of Senna and Mr. Windsor's old mate Nigel Mansell here. What is it, 92? Michael Schumacher, get the GOAT, gets a mention on TV again. Keep fighting, Michael. 100%. Hashtag keep fighting, Michael. Hajar, bloody Nora. He's absolutely a contender. And your boy Cameron didn't even put him down as an option. That's really bad. This is Sleeping Doze. Hajar, Ocon driver of the day. There we go. There's some good mentions there. Potentially Hajar, eh? Hajar in 6th in a Racing Bulls car. That's not bad. T minus 11 laps. 11 laps still. What the fudge? 60. 9 of them are in the but this Max Glazing next level drive of the day. Wu Long. I still remember there's something that he said that irked me. It was very cheeky, but I can't remember what it was. I'll find it, Wu Long. It's a bit cheeky, mate. Well, Max Glazing, he's driven well with that Max, but like, what do you... I mean, much of a muchness, eh? Like, what are you going to do here? Driver of the day, the inanimate carbon rod. Lando proving once again he can only win if he's supposed to. Only from the front. Might be the... Oh, Chiba, you've made a very deep point there. Cam is the real GOAT. You're a legend, Prank. Thank you so much. McLaren need to swap the cars. Let the champ through. Let's go. Yes, I don't hate that. Max's tyres are going. Yeah, they will be full enough. But they still won't be able to overtake him, is the point. Get Crofty. What is he on about? 3 seconds a lap. It's 4 seconds a lap. The last time I checked, 3 and 4 are very different, Crofty. It's just been really bad, chat. Like, I think the badness from... I used to really like Crofty through goes Hamilton. There's some serious calls in there, right? It's going Dutch, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like Crofty's bad calls started this time last year, right? When he didn't give the Charles Leclerc first win around his home track. Lied to his dad. Didn't give it the... Like, do you know what I mean? His dad passed and his godfather passed and he jumped back in the car both times and won the race. Didn't give it the proper like chutzpah that it deserved. I feel like the bad calls from Crofty started this time last year. Look at that. Oh no. I need him to put Charles under some pressure. Is he struggling? Is he, Lando? Just a little bit. Lando asking for help from Oscar. Where is Oscar? I need him to put Charles under some pressure. And he's in his gift. That's exactly what I just said. It's in his gift. Lovely Lara Croft. Qualifying decides in which pair of three you are going to race. So if you're going in the top three in qualifying, you know already that you need to be in the first three. 100 panicky Lando. Lando, you coward, says too much. No, he's being a racing driver looking for advantage. Max, please move. No, he's going to have to go and do that himself, isn't he? 1 second, bear with, I'm coming up. Tsunoda-san blasted by traffic, but again, of course, we don't get timings on it. Shout out to Multiviewer again. If you like yourself the metric that you see on top of your screen, then download that app. Dustin from Stranger Things, just pressure Max. I know, what's he? Although, to be fair, Charles Leclerc is close. Look at that. Bloody Nora. Just drive strategically, right? If Charles Leclerc overtakes Lando, yeah. I'll be damning. Excuse me. T-minus 8 minutes laps left on this snooze fest of a Monaco Grand Prix. Don't even know if I'm going to do a reaction video at this rate. Stay close to this fight. Could be opportunities. Oscar Piastri. If they crash. Yeah. Brundle says, no. What are you talking about, Crofty? You're talking rubbish again. Ha! Alex, critical reliability. Reaction video this way. Stay close. I'm appalled, chaps. Guys and girls, Kimi Antonelli coming in. Okay, fair play. Kimi Antonelli keen to stay within the race rules. 900 of you watching. Okay, let me say this again for the avoidance of doubt. I make no apology for labouring this point. I'm grateful I didn't finite him for each and every single one of you who joined me on these conversations with these streams, irrespective the extent of the snooze fest that is the Monaco Grand Prix. I still feel like we might get something else. Surely there must be some action. Best chat commit, Chibi, you're a legend, a proper legend. Come on, Gabriel, kiss that barrier. Antonelli is the GOAT. No driver of the day. Let's have a look at the gap. Max Verstappen behind him. Oh, Lewis is still 51 seconds down the road, eh? Brundle talking about Senna Mansell. Is Brundle got us on stream, chat? Because he's saying exactly the same things of what we're saying on here. Are you noticing? Been talking about Senna Mansell, and then Brundle talks about Senna Mansell. Talking about the no risk of Maximilian Verstappen staying through to the end and pitting maybe on the last lap, or not pitting at all. And then Brundle says that as well. Has he got us in his ear, chat? Almost 2 hours. Oh my gosh. Of watching Saturday get on there. It's chaos. It's got to be the chicane. Sure, that's the only place you're going to get it. Not through tobacco, not through Lapacine. There's no chance. You're going to get it done, fella. I think the sadness, they watch YouTube too cheap. I don't doubt it for a second. I'll tell you what the sadness is in all of this is that Lando's first victory around Monaco Monte Carlo will be overshadowed by the chaos that was the mandatory 2 pit stop palaver. Do you know what I mean? That the former or the latter will overshadow the former. Need a false flag operation to know the sun. 951 of you watching Kokoni, do me a favour and smash the like as we run third base. 5th He's doing mistakes at the moment, says Charles Leclerc. So go on then, get closer, Charles, and have a go, chap. Do you know what I mean? This race, this is just a 78 lap car parade for the millionaires. It's pathetic. Brundle might be an elated peddler under burner count. Let's go. He may be. He might well be, right. They're paying attention, chap. They are paying attention. What's the penalty for not pitting twice? I read before Jeff Bezos in attendance. I read before. Has he got those glasses like tattooed to his forehead or something? Because he's always got those glasses on his head. I read in my due diligence pre-race that the penalty was 30 seconds, which makes me think, Charles Leclerc, is that a sympathy driver of the day vote there? 19% for Charles just because it's Monaco. Come on, Sonoda-san. Go kamikaze. Normal processional. I mean, it could be the difference between the championship here if one of the racing bulls eats into the... But it's too soon. The Singapore Grand Prix. Yeah, I read 30 seconds was the thing, but they're saying now you'll get disqualified. Don't know. Let's see. I'm keen. Macon. What did Macon say? Oh my gosh, look how close Charles Leclerc is going for the chicane. Oof. And you know what the problem with that Ferrari is? Yeah, that Ferrari's come alive here. Look, he's got tyres and he's got traction and he's got a power unit whose performance curve is torquey on the left side of the curb. So that means that coming out of some of these turns, oh my gosh, Houston, we have a problem. But Charles Leclerc's going to have to start looking in his rear view now because he's got Oscar behind him. That will help. Oof. Oh my gosh, Charles wants this, doesn't he? This is the competition for 25 points. That 1,000 of you watching concurrently, as we have 3 laps left on the docket. They said 30 seconds before the race. It was 30 seconds by... I read it. Mark Hughes said it. Motorsport magazine went through all the parameters. If you do this, then you do this. Bearing in mind, if there's a red flag and there's all this stuff, will Verstappen pit or take 30 seconds penalty? My little man clearly wants to get in on the Monaco action. I will save him from himself. Oh, here they're going to pit him. So they've come out. Fair, makes sense. Why? I mean, either which way. You're not answering the question. 2.4 seconds. Okay, so Maximilian Verstappen pitted with 3 laps remaining. They've optimised for the circumstance. Imagine there's a red flag now. Oh my gosh. Imagine if there's a red flag now over the next 2 laps. So I don't know why they wouldn't pit him on the very, very last lap. I don't know why. Not in the spirit of the sport. Here we go, says Max. Okay, so they're fighting now. Look at... Brundle spots it. Looks like Leclerc's now struggling for rear grip. What a dreadful race. Monaco is unsalvageable. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity, chat. What are we doing here? This is nonsense. 800 of you watching Kokoli. Do me a favour, special. I hope they put a wonky tire on Sonoda's car and bring out a red, but it's too late now, eh? 1,000 of you watching concurrently is around third base. We have 2 minus 2 laps left on the docket. Oh, the humanity. As Hulkenberg gets passed up by Stroll. Hulkenberg and Stroll are passing each other. What's going on here? Brundle trying to what? Crofty saying, how far am I behind on? Oh shit! I'm about 10 hours behind on my what? Oh fair. Maybe I'll just watch Sonoda-san pit first though. Okay, fine. That's your boy Cameron getting it mixed up. I did a Crofty and saw Sonoda pit and presumed it was Max. Matt should have gone one up at no, I think Matt. I'm glad that they leave him out right to the very, very end, because supposing there's a red flag on the very last lap, makes bloody sense. I think. No, yep. I think they did the right thing. Leave it to the very end. Why would you bring him in a couple of laps before and reduce your probability that a red flag comes out? You know what I mean? Imagine they pit him on lap 50, lap 75, and then on lap 76 a red flag comes out. Driver of the day is a joke. Hajar is invisible. Great. Yeah, no, 100% rookie of the year thus far. It was Sonoda before. I missed it. Biocam's a good shout. Biocam go. F1 TV is a lap behind. Oh my gosh. Go on then, Lando. Take the plaudits. Fair play to Charles Leclerc for backing off so Lando can take the checkered flag by himself, eh? Props. That's classy, that is. Victory is Lando Norris's. Charles classy there, backing off. Oscar Piastri's, and that's Lando Norris's mum, isn't it? Fair play. Lando Norris has done it and he can go and celebrate. Lando Norris, aka Dustin from Stranger Things, aka Lando Norris, takes you the checkered flag. It's a contradiction in terms as far as the emotions that I feel. I want to be happy for Lando. He did really well. But the overarching sentiment is how much of a drudge, an emotional vacuum this Grand Prix represented. It was a bit, I suppose, because we've been blessed. Yeah, mum and proper Norris, Tarek, you legend. Pope, Glaze, Max now, Cam. Joking, mate. I'm sure Pope San Miguel for the Max Glazers amongst us, there will be other opportunities. No, you're a legend, Kyrie. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, off to IndyCar. I know, to get a proper race and some proper action. How sad was that? I'll tell you what, it's to put a positive, optimistic twist on it. It's indicative, therefore, of the extent to which we've had, or the frequency of which we've had good races over the past 3 or 4, right? Really, really good. And this just stinks out the play. In stark contrast, this has been like a 1 out of 10. Bless Monaco. But what else would you expect? This is Monaco. You have Drive to Survive, and then you have, of course, you have Monaco. Right, guys, I'm going to run. There will be a reaction video coming out at some point, and we'll go live 8 p.m. today. As always, T-3, 2 hours and 15 minutes. If your boy Cameron can do some noddy mental arithmetic. I appreciate each and every single one of you, to the moon and back, in extremis ad infinitum. Lando Norris is your Monaco Grand Prix winner, followed by Charles Leclerc. Piastri takes the final step on the podium. You guys are legends. Between now and next time, as always, the prosecution rests no further questions. Your Honour.